My name is Faith, and I have some stories to tell. I'm a Boxer Bulldog mix. My mom and dad met me while I was being cared for at the Best Friends Animal Society in Utah and decided they wanted to adopt me. Now, I live in Muncie, Indiana, with Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary founders Pamela and Mike. In fact, I'm the ambassador for Grateful Rescue. It's a pretty sweet life. Sometimes I help my dad at the office, while other times I just demand attention from my mom. Tonight, we want you to gather around and listen to fun, interesting stories. We call it Faith's Book Nook. Each week, we pick a local celebrity or special person in the community to read a children's book that has an animal theme. We live stream it here each week. To be honest, I'm not sure what a live stream means. Anyways, make sure you're in your comfy chair because we're about to listen to a great story together at Faith's Book Nook.
And good evening and welcome to Faith's Book Nook. I'm Jason Heath along with Pamela Terhune and Patty Spittler, our special guest tonight. Patty, how are things tonight for you?
Well, hi, I'm doing great. I love Henry. Woof, woof, woof.
Oh my God, I love him.
Oh, he is just, now he's a miniature schnauzer. He's a pure miniature. My Mabel, who's somewhere here, I'll get her up in a minute. She's part schnauzer, so I know a little bit about the breed. Really smart. They're really smart.
Yeah. I saw the interview earlier with you and Mabel and the First Lady, and I saw that I didn't know that Mabel was part Schnauzer. Well, that explains her brilliant brains.
Okay, Jason, we cut you off. We were right there. What do you want us to do today? Tell us what we're doing.
Well, first, let's take a look at a slideshow of Henry in action. All of his official duties. He's one busy guy. Let's take a look.
Okay.
And Patty, you have Mabel with you. Is she part Schnauzer?
She's part miniature schnauzer. I mean, Henry is so gorgeous. Oh, there she says hi. I had a DNA. So many people ask me. Yes, they do. They go, "What is Mabel?" And so what I finally did was I got several years ago now. I had a DNA test done. You can have them done with saliva or blood work. They say the blood work's a little more accurate. And on one side, it's pure miniature poodle. And on the other side, her other parent was miniature schnauzer and also a silky terrier. And let's see, Afghan hound and bulldog. I don't see the bulldog. Do you see the bulldog?
My gosh.
Oh, yeah. So, yes, she's part schnauzer. And she's also getting pretty heavy. So I'm going to let her go down and go over. Whoops. Go to sleep. Go over to your little chair. There you go. Woo! Yeah, when I first got Mabel, and we're going to talk about that later too, she was 8 pounds from a rescue called Waldo's Motley Crew.
Oh,
She's
I love
22 and a half pounds. So she has to go on a diet. We'll talk about that. Okay, Pamela, tell us about the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary. How are things going? And tell people what it is in case they're tuning in for the first time.
Oh, okay. Well, we are doing well. We're pushing right along. In fact, we got our blueprints today in the mail, which is very exciting. And we've been through the government phase where everything's past permitting. And this is something that's very exciting to me. We're actually getting ready to get an address. You can't get an address until you get like building plans approved and stuff like that. So for all this time, I didn't know that either. I was so excited to get our address, and turned out I had to wait for a while until we got all this approved. But we should be getting an address soon, so that's really exciting. And the dogs are doing great. They and all of our kittens. I think we've got one kitten left. Everybody's moving through. I think because of the pandemic and people staying home, they're adopting faster.
Yes.
And Faith is doing well on her fitness challenge. I'm seeing a little bit of tone through her belly. So
that's wonderful. And for people who don't know, when the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, which is connected to Best Friends in Utah, when it is, when you're up and running at 100%, it will be the largest rescue sanctuary in the Midwest. Over 500 dogs, 500 cats that need homes, and maybe a few horses too. I know that you love horses. So
yes,
I mean, it's a huge undertaking that you're doing. And not even the pandemic stops Pamela. You've been heading right through and helping all the animals, even though the project has slowed down. Your love and your devotion to the animals has not. So I salute you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
And I like your backdrop.
It's a labor of love.
Tell us about your backdrop.
It's actually just a flag. I put the Indiana flag in honor of the First Lady appearing tonight. And Patty, besides thanking the First Lady, I want to thank you because you made the introduction to me and the First Lady. Oh, there we are.
There we are.
At your birthday in February.
Right.
And she and I had a really nice conversation, and we had planned to hopefully visit throughout the year, but then of course everything slowed down. But then I reached out to her to see if she would be willing to do this reading, and she didn't even bat an eye. It was like, absolutely, we are there. Great. So she's a wonderful person, and I adore her, and I adore you.
Oh yes, well yes, of course. That's so funny. She has a Muncie connection too, doesn't she?
She does. Her family's here in Muncie, and she visits Muncie often. And that's when we were hoping to get together. But like I said, things are slowing down. But I have faith it's going to pass, or at least it'll. We'll have a vaccine. We're not stuck here forever. We'll get through this. It's been I can't believe it was February since we had your party, and we've almost circled back around there.
That was the last party that I went to, and we had it was wonderful at the Skyline Club. It was loaded. Some of the people were too. No, that's another story. It was a great party, and we were celebrating the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuaries. And then after that, everything just exploded. So we'll just take it day by day, which was what we've been doing, and get through it. And of course, our animals help us get through us. We want to talk about, by the way, how do I know the First Lady? I met her when she came to the station, and of course, I went up to her and said, "I want to talk to you about your dog." And I said, "Could I interview you with the dog, with Henry?" And she said yes. So her people got in touch with my people. Oh, wait, I don't have any people. Anyway, her people got in touch with me, and we set up an interview, and that's what we did. It's been 2 years now since we sat down and sat on the couch. We didn't have to social distance, and we talked about how much this dog means to her and also the governor. So as we say in the business, let's roll them. And welcome, Pet Pals TV, with a special pet and a special person as well. This is the First Lady of Indiana, Janet Holcomb, is with us, and this is the first dog, which would be Henry. And he's a very popular dog, isn't he?
Oh my gosh, yes, he is very popular.
And he's bipartisan, right?
He is bipartisan, absolutely.
Why do you, last time I saw you, we were at Muttstrut together, so I know that you support the love of animals and how to take care of pets.
Exactly.
Why did you decide you wanted he's a miniature schnauzer, right?
He's a miniature schnauzer.
Okay, why did you decide this was the right breed?
It's a really fun breed. They're very feisty and tenacious, but also loving, loyal. They're just fun dogs, and they're kind of a nice size. He's about 23, 24 pounds.
Okay. The giant schnauzers are much bigger.
They're huge.
Those are huge.
Beautiful, though, aren't they?
Yes. Well, I think they're all beautiful. And I told you, too, before we went on, I told you at Muttstrut as well, my little Mabel, my mutt, I did a DNA test with blood work. One side is pure miniature poodle, and the other side is miniature schnauzer.
Schnauzer, yeah.
So I know the breed as well, part of the characteristics. Why do you love animals so much? What do they give to you? You have a stressful life. What do animals give to you?
Well, I grew up around animals. So I lived on a small farm growing up. We had horses. And chickens and ducks and cats and dogs and sheep and goats and guinea pigs and you name it. I think we had it.
You need your own show here, I think.
My parents were fantastic about letting us, bring new animals home. So, I grew up just loving animals, and so Henry's just a dear part of our family, and
he's a good extension for you.
He is. He's
and it's
wonderful.
hard to get a horse in the mansion.
It really is.
The dog will
yes,
fit.
The dog will fit. Yes.
What does he? How should I say this? Is he more attached to you or more attached to Eric? Whose dog is
Okay,
that?
well, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Don't tell my husband this.
Okay.
But he really is, he kind of switches back and forth. He really is both, loves both of us. But I kind of taught Henry, when Eric comes home in the evenings, to go to him when he wants to go outside.
You taught Henry to do that?
I did. So he would come to tell me that he needed to go outside, and I would tell him, go tell Daddy. And so he learned to go to Eric, and so Dad takes care of the evening shift in terms of letting him out.
I see. Well, your secret is safe with me.
Thank you.
I won't tell anybody. So, also, I noticed when you came in here to the station, everybody was crowded around, and they wanted to see Henry.
Yes.
How does that make you feel when people want to see your dog?
Typically, when we're out in public with him, people come up and say, "I want a picture," and then they hand us their camera. And so Eric and I end up taking photos of people with our dog.
With your dog,
which is fine.
That's fine.
He's cute and he's sweet.
He's very, very sweet. What are your plans to get more dogs or more critters for?
Right now, I think we're happy with just one. Our lives are pretty busy, so one is manageable, and probably not the best time for us to try to trade a puppy, certainly.
Right.
So we're good right now.
You're good right now. So what would you tell people if people are considering a pet? What advice would Janet Holcomb give them? What should they do first? Google, visit somebody who has a pet? What would you say? Both.
I think understanding different types of personalities in pets is important. The rescue groups and Humane Society, I think, are really great too at figuring out how a dog or cat would fit in with your home and what type of animal, what size, what activity level, what type of fur. Henry doesn't shed, which is really nice. He has to be clipped though about every 6 weeks.
He's got a wicked clip here, let me tell you. He looks gorgeous, just beautiful. Janet Holcomb, the First Lady of Indiana. We'll be back with more on Pet Pals TV.
Hi, I am Indiana First Lady Janet Holcomb, and this is First Dog Henry Holcomb, and we have a story for you. Apparently it smells good. Hopefully it's as enjoyable as it is fragrant, right? Okay. This story is called First Dog. Once upon a time, there was a dog that was looking for the perfect place to live. Then one day, thought Dog, this gives me an idea. I'll trot across the continents. That's what I'll do. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll find the perfect place to live. So he set off to travel the world. Dog first arrived in Newfoundland. There he found a Newfoundland. She takes to water just like me, Dog barked. Who could ask for more? Just then, Dog remembered, whoa, I've heard this furry giant can even be a lifeguard. All I can rescue is my dog toy. So Dog sailed across the Atlantic Ocean to London, England. Waddling near Big Ben was a slobbering English bulldog. He's rough and tough, thought Dog. Did he break that nose in a fight? I bet he has a sturdy brick home that would be the perfect place for me. But how could I get any sleep with all that snoring? So Dog traveled to France. There he saw a standard poodle. Puffy and poofy and spiffy, Dog marveled. But who wants to spend all day at the hairdresser's? Dog decided he just couldn't bring himself to parade around town without pants. So it was off to somewhere new. In Croatia, he thought at first he was seeing spots. But it was just dot to dot a Dalmatian, hanging out at the one place Dalmatians like best. Dog tried to play tic-tac-paw with her, but how can you have fun with someone whose best friend is a fire truck? What was waiting for him in Russia? A famous borzoi. Wow, what an elegant creature. Dog was in awe. No, the life of the great hunting Russian wolfhound is not for me. The only thing I love to hunt is my dinner bowl. In China, Dog went in search of the strange-looking Shar-pei. So soft, Dog sighed, but so wrinkly. Not even an iron could get out those wrinkles. And look at that blue-black tongue. It's meant to scare off the evil spirits, but I'm afraid of my own shadow. Next, Dog decided to go to Australia, the land down under, to see a dingo. After chasing him across the hot desert, Dog thought, that Lone Ranger might be wild, but he's no party animal. Definitely not the place for me. I need fun, friends, excitement, and whew, this Outback sun could roast a doggy burger like a shrimp on a Barbie. G'day, mate. Let's see, Dog wondered, where else can I find the perfect place to live? Dog went to South Africa and met a Rhodesian Ridgeback. He soon found out that this Fido's favorite thing to do is hunting lions. What? I like cats, but rule number 1 is they have to be smaller than me. First a cowlick down its back, and now a house next to a lion's den? Dog shuddered. No, thank you. Next, Dog went back across the Atlantic for a stop in South America. As soon as he met the Peruvian hairless, he thought, yikes! Bald, baby, bald. Put some clothes on, why don't you? Dog brushed up against the creature. Why, her skin feels like it's heated. I can see why she's a pampered pooch. She's a bed warmer for humans. I need a room of my own. Then Dog traveled north to Mexico. Olé! Cici, the Chihuahua. Muy adorable, cried Dog. She loves to sunbathe too. But I'd get squished inside a purse. Oh no, I definitely need a house bigger than a lunchbox. At last, Dog was worn out from his worldwide travels, and a little sad too because he hadn't found the perfect place to live. He returned to his old neighborhood, walked over to his favorite park bench, rolled in the grass, and took a nap. When Dog awoke, he saw that somebody had left another newspaper on the bench. And that newspaper said, First Family is looking for a dog. Daddy, Daddy, can we keep him? Yes, we can. Hooray! Thanks for joining, and we are so glad that you are supportive of Grateful Rescue and all that they do for pets' lives. Thanks.
That was
Oh my God, I love it.
That was wonderful. And we learned a lot about the different breeds, too. First Lady Janet Holcomb, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Janet.
Wasn't that was great. That was great. Just,
Awesome.
I love it. In fact, I'm so excited. I don't know what we're supposed to do next.
I thought it was so cute how he was circling around right at first, and he finally just like plants himself.
Yeah.
He's so busy.
We want to talk about the getting people out since we've been in during this pandemic, and like Mabel and I put on a little pounds. We have to get out and get moving. Yeah. Oh, come on now. And I know Faith. She's got weighed in, and how much did she weigh?
She weighed 109 and a half. And she was pretty thin when I first got her, but she's put some weight on. But like I said, she's getting a little bit of a tone in her belly. She's only 1 week in, but we were looking at her today and thought, oh wow, she really is. Well, just like us, when we start working out, you notice a difference pretty quickly, just from getting up and moving around and stuff like that. So we're buddies on the treadmill. She'll walk on the treadmill and I'll walk on the treadmill.
I've seen that. It's pretty cute together. Also, we have Janet Holcomb has a video encouraging people to get out on the trails. Jason, do you have that?
Sure, let's take a look.
Well, we're all doing what we can to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. It's important not to neglect our mental well-being and physical fitness. Get outside and take a walk. That might mean going around your neighborhood or visiting one of our wonderful state parks. Welcome centers or other facilities may be shut down, but there's still plenty of room to enjoy the outdoors without viral spread. Take a hike, bring a picnic, or even just go for a drive to get out of the house. And your four-legged family members can come along too.
Great again. Great advice.
I love that. It goes right along with our Tales and Trails. So
Yeah.
And Patty, you mentioned the weigh-in, and just I think last week we weighed Faith in, and she is a few pounds overweight, but we have a solution, don't we, Pamela?
we do.
Let's take a look at her weigh-in and then the Tales and Trails program.
Like most of us, Faith, the mascot dog for Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, could stand to lose a few pounds.
Weigh in. Let's see what we got here. There we go. There we go. Good girl.
It looks like she's weighing in at 109 and a half. Are you surprised with that number, Pam?
I'm a little surprised that it's not higher, to be honest with you.
Yes, she's gonna need to lose a significant amount of weight.
One great way to get fit, get moving and exercise with your pet. That's why Pet Pals TV and Grateful Rescue have teamed up to launch the Tales and Trails Challenge. First, go to Grateful Rescue, look for the Tales and Trails page, and then register. Your registration fee gives you exclusive access to expert fitness tips.
Yes, that's a good girl. Good girl.
Recipes for healthy pet treats.
Okay, it's time to put our pet treats in the oven. We have preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I don't know if you know this, but Patty's never used this oven before because Patty doesn't cook. So this is the first try on Patty's oven, but it's practically brand new, so what could go wrong, right?
And pet owners sharing their favorite trails and tales from the trails.
I got Max from the Grateful Rescue 4 or 5 months ago. He was a rescue from a puppy mill. He was very anxious. He wouldn't go through doorways. He was afraid of his dog bowl. He has definitely come out of his shell. He's come a long way. He absolutely loves going on adventures. He loves the water.
We'll keep you updated with fitness tips and success stories. Faith's up to the challenge. Are you?
The money raised from the fundraiser goes directly to Grateful Rescue's Medical Fund. Grateful is best known for rescuing abused dogs from horrendous puppy mills. But they're also taking in homeless cats and dogs each week, and those animals' medical bills can be huge. Go to gratefulrescue.org now, and we'll see you on the trails. That was just
I
great.
love that video.
And one of the
Thank
Jason.
you, Patty. Thanks
one of
for
the best
helping.
reasons
Yes,
to
and
register
thank you.
now is because once you do, there's a recipe for the healthy dog treats, and you get to see inside Patty's Pitler's kitchen, which
Yes.
very few people have seen. So not even Patty.
I think I win
Not
for
even
the
Patty.
I've used I got an oven. I got a, what do you call that, stove thing? I got that like 12 years ago. I redid the kitchen. I used the top, the burners, and of course the microwave. But I live alone. What am I do? Cook a casserole, or So
Yeah.
the dog think I can cook.
You're not alone, Patty. You know you're
So-
not alone.
I use it for storage, and last year I found a cobweb in it last year.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. But that's okay. I will tell you that the treats, and we're going to have a recipe for that. Shannon Cagle made them. And then especially Stewie is really particular. He went crazy over it. They both loved it. It's got peanut butter in it and all kinds of stuff, and they loved it. No sugar, so that's
Ooh,
good
yummy.
for all of us. Yeah. Well, this
Yummy.
was so much fun. I really enjoyed
It
this.
was. Thank
was
you so
great.
much for joining us, Patty.
Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it very much.
We love you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, wait, I didn't hear that. Tell me that again.
We love you so much.
Awesome.
You're my
And on that
heart.
note, we will see you next Wednesday night at 7:30 live for Faith's Book Nook. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye. Night.